Welcome to the results of my stage builder combo contest. I've chosen 10 combos out of the 50 plus submissions that I want to show off today, including of course the 3rd, 2nd, and 1st place winners. Basically, I'll show off 7 honorable mentions in no particular order to analyze them and just give them the general shout out before doing the same thing for the 3 winners. If you're just here to see the winners, then go to the timestamp on the screen now, as I'm going to be discussing each combo that I've showcased here today, including the top 3, hence the video length. One thing I want you all to remember before going into this: these choices are just my opinion, my perspective on what makes a cool combo and a good combo. You all knew this before getting to the contest, so if I see any comments saying, well, this combo should have been here instead, I'm going to find out your location of residence, shatter your window, waltz in, and smack you in the teeth. So let's get going. To start off this video, I want to showcase this combo by Sidetale featuring Dr. Mario. This combo does a lot of cool things. I really like the float of it all, and I especially like the intentional death via cannon spike to get in position for a footstool. They've also used a little glitch with the cannon in the ground. However, it did fall flat in some instances. For example, when they hit Pac-Man into the rolling ball, they never showed a reason for that happening rather than having an unmoving floating lava wall. Since Pac-Man never goes to that area again, there doesn't seem to be much of a reason for the obstacle to be moving at all, and the visibility of the camera doesn't help out much either. This requirement of timing also makes the beginning a bit slow, with the grab taking a while to lead into a throw, if I'm being nitpicky of course. And personally, the finisher didn't do much for me. I can't tell if that was a sour spot up B, or if that's just how it looks, but regardless, the up B kinda felt like a wet noodle rather than a powerful finisher. Regardless though, a ton of parts of this combo are great, good hits, good pacing, creative thinking, and again, I really like how they intentionally died just to take advantage of the respawn platform. Next up is a Falcon combo from Chillax 232.
Huh? But because I showed me peeing.
Here it is, here it is.
Did you get it? Yeah. Yes, finally.
This combo uses the theme of repeating the same powerful move again and again, like I've done with PK Thunder 2 and Warlock Punch in the past. And it does it effectively, as no parts of the combo seem really untrue. This wasn't the only submission I had gotten that used Falcon Punch specifically a ton of times, but it's one of the few that keeps things really tight throughout the combo. However, all things considered, it is a pretty typical combo outside of this, only really using lava, cannons, and portals as the obstacles. The moving platform at the very beginning is very nice, but it also is only seen once. And ultimately, the combo is pretty short. I don't think it's much worse than my own quadruple Warlock Punch combo, if I'm being honest, but that's also not a combo I'd submit into a contest, more so just when I did because it felt like it. Regardless though, this combo is solid and it is flashy, if not a bit monotonous. Now here's a Lucina combo from the Mason Man, which uses the Windfall Tuck as well as the Final Smash. This was a really solid combo, and I absolutely love the tech with the wind going directly downwards at its highest speed. It's got decent pacing too, and I really like that use of the Final Smash to finish it, especially considering Marth and Lucina's Final Smashes are one of my favorites. If I had to go into why it didn't make it to top 3 though, the pacing fell flat in the second half of the combo. There became more waiting between each hit, and especially here with the pummels of the grab. It slowed things down quite a bit, and to be honest, as cool as the Final Smash is, I feel like it's used in a very standard way considering what could be possible. I don't know if you can go through a portal with the Final Smash, and honestly I assume you can't, but the move does have a ton of range. I feel like it could have been used in a cooler way, basically. But it is a really solid submission, just not making it into top 3 due to its minor flaws, much like the other honorable mentions. Up next, we've got a Diddy Kong combo from Gyro. There are a few things I really liked about this combo. The biggest thing is probably the placement of this banana here, with the assistance of, I assume, a portal. And the use of ice for the up tilts and whatnot is very nice too, especially with his side B, and I believe I see some wind helping out there as well. The visibility of this combo is pretty not that great, maybe due to how the combo itself is or due to the recording. But for actual feedback, the part where DK slips on the banana is slower than it needs to be. It might be tight as it is now, but I'm pretty sure hypothetically DK could have had time to get up. And the thing is, I don't think it needed to be as slow as it was considering Diddy just walked through the portal. He could have ran to the portal or maybe even side B through it. This is kind of the same thing for the ending. I feel like it could have been better than it was. Not bad, but it didn't shout finisher to me. Remember, execution is key. Though still, the use of the banana was very clever, and I love seeing ice physics given proper use. And honestly, I really like Diddy Kong as a character too. All this combo needed was a bit of polish is all, in my opinion. Here we've got a Young Link combo from the winner of my last combo contest, Chag. Honestly, I think this is one of the most solid submissions. When I say that, I mean the pacing is very good, the visibility is too, the hits connect well enough while still being true, I believe. Young Link's a very good character for all this combo stuff, and I especially like the arrow snipe that he does. It's very, very clean. I guess what sets this apart from the top 3, and like even the 2 before that though, is that it doesn't do much special outside of that arrow snipe. That's what I mean by calling it solid. It does a ton, but doesn't go above and beyond. Also, the arrow right before the end felt a little bit unnecessary, I guess? Since there was like no distance between Gandalf and Young Link here, it looked like there was a lot of room left on the stage basically, and I felt like the second arrow could have also been a snipe, rather than up close and personal. Regardless though, this was a great submission, only not making it into the top 3 because I liked those 3 combos more, rather than this combo having a glaring flaw. Along with Chag's combo, these next 2 combos I really liked, but I had to narrow it down, and unfortunately they just didn't make the cut. The first one I'll show will be a Pokemon Trainer combo from Ben Blark. I really don't have many gripes with this combo, outside of some parts looking either not true or barely true, most notably the end after Ivysaur's last up B. I feel like lava could have been added or something, since DK more than likely would have been able to do an action after the second or third wall hit. And don't forget that you have invincibility for when you're shot out of a cannon, and you lose it when you gain the ability to input an action, aka an air dodge. So comboing out of the cannon here also wasn't true. But that's really all I got for this combo. Nitpicks. It's a really, really good submission with a theme too. Using every Pokemon from Pokemon Trainer and using them effectively is very praiseworthy. Each character uses their kit in a way the other 2 probably would be able to. It's a solid submission, but with a notably unique aspect to it as well. If I had 5th or 4th place prizes, this would probably win 5th place. And the final honorable mention probably would have won 4th place. Like, I know I said that these honorable mentions aren't in order, but for these ones specifically, I felt I needed to shout them out like that. This is the Luigi combo from Taco Cat. This combo appealed to me in its combination of flashiness and utility. Yes, it starts off with just a standard bread and butter Luigi combo, but there are 2 big things I really like about this combo. The parry of the cannon is just orgasmic to me, but what I really like is how it's intentionally done to keep Roy in place long enough for the portal to reactivate. The pacing afterwards is solid, going from one side of the stage to the other, then it ends with a misfire, an RNG aspect to the combo. If I'm being honest, it's just really hard for me to describe why I like this combo as much as I do, but it just checks out a lot of boxes that I get impressed by in these types of videos. The flashy parry with its archaic utility, the RNG of the misfire. If I had any gripes, it'd be that the misfire could have been started from further away to make it seem more like a snipe. And the combo as a whole could have been longer. But generally, yes, I really like this one. But let's get out of the hypothetical winners. Great job to everyone I just mentioned, but here are the 3 that I decided were the 3 best. Starting off at 3rd place is the Donkey Kong combo from Nick666101, who had been posting mini combos in my combo channel on my Discord. You know, I actually don't have a single complaint with what's in this combo. It's similar to Chillax combo in that I think it did extremely solidly, however I feel like this one is just even more solid. What it accomplishes is done in an extremely clean manner with a ton of powerful hits, great pacing, solid use of teleporting, and the stage around. Mario gets launched into so many places at so many angles, it's the most eye-candy submission I got. The only place it falls flat in, and the reason why it's 3rd rather than 2nd or 1st, is that it doesn't accomplish anything unique or creative really. Not much at least. I think this is probably one of the best standard stage builder combos, if I had to label it as anything. But because of this, it fails to explore any really creative assets of the stage builder. But even despite this, the combo is just brilliant, it looks so good and I just really love it. Nicely done, Nick. Next up, in 2nd place, is a villager combo from Phlox TV, who happened to get 3rd place in my last contest. If anything, the weakest part of this combo is the beginning with the nair to grab. I don't think this is quite true, but it was noted in the combo description that the 8% from the nair was necessary for the combo to start, so I am willing to consider that the nair was just not part of the combo, but rather part of the setup. It could have been fast fallen and true comboed into the grab, I feel, but I'm not going to get very picky there because goddamn, the rest of the combo is just so great. The use of riding the Lloyd rocket into the portal is awesome, then going immediately off it into the cannon and using himself as the attack. It's great pacing and very tight. Then the clean wall jump into the 2nd Lloyd rocket. This Lloyd is instead a snipe, which ends up sniping Pichu down the line, which I think is just very cool. And the spring use here is very nice, keeping Villager in place just like Wind does, so he can use the back air attack, while still having utility and giving him added height for the snipe at the end. The staff snipe being the finisher, I think, is a huge aspect of why I really like this combo. Using items in a stage builder combo, it's just so good and it's done extremely effectively here. I could go on, and I am biased because the staff is one of my favorite items, especially as a finisher, but I think this submission does speak for itself. Nice job, Phlox. And finally, the winner. Strap in because this is a long one. No matter what minor gripes I have with this combo, it can't take away from the fact that it's 45 seconds long without really dropping its pacing or resorting to lame tactics to increase its length, like shooting from one cannon to another, or anything like that. K. Rool stays bouncing around to various places throughout the combo in various ways. Since this is an analysis video, I will voice my gripes, and I think the biggest one would be visibility. I don't think you realize how much I wish that this combo could have been recorded with a capture card. It also makes it very difficult to see what happened with the key at the end. When I first watched it, I didn't even realize that they used the key, I totally thought that they forgot it or something. And to get as nitpicky as possible, the uses of the fruits were pretty standard most of the time. They didn't use all the unique properties of each fruit, most notably the Galaga one or the key. And like I said, the visibility isn't that great, so I still can't really tell how the key was used, but all I know is that it was used, and that's so amazing. Because the fact remains that this is a huge combo with one of the most daunting task ideas I've ever thought of in using every single one of Pac-Man's fruits. The beginning is very cool too, with how they use the lava wall to bounce the fruit, and overall, as hard as it is to completely follow along the combo, all I know is that somehow everything worked out to allow this combo to be like 45 seconds long, using all of Pac-Man's fruits, and ending with a solid finisher. This combo absolutely deserves first place, as good as the other submissions were, so congrats Hot Garbo. Your submission was the exact opposite of Hot Garbo. So once again, here are our winners. I'll contact you three sometime tonight unless you choose to contact me first. Before I end the video, I figured it would be appropriate to announce something. Or rather than announce, just to state something. I recently made a twitlonger on Twitter describing my current mentality and how it's going to affect how I act and make content. I won't go too into that, but rather just describe how it affects the channel. Basically, while I enjoy making item combos, it's not to the extent that I'm setting myself up as is. I don't want this YouTube channel to be solely revolved around item combos and stuff like that, and that's not what I want my entire career to be based around either. I plan to keep doing them in the future, so don't worry about that, and this definitely won't be the last combo contest. However, expect it to be only part of the channel from now on. I'm talking like one Gutboard video a month at most now. I know plenty of you subscribe for the combos, but I want to spend my time making content that makes me happy while still being entertaining. But if I keep doing combos at this rate I have been, not only will I not be content with the image I'm making for myself, but it'll also affect my health, honestly. In the past, where I tried to get multiple combos done in a week, I ended up having a massive headache every single night for weeks. It's just not something I can force, and doubling that with the fact that I don't want it to be such a forefront of content, I think you can see where I come from in making this decision. Please don't be afraid of the future of this channel though. Content creation will still be weekly as much as I can keep it up, with fun and entertaining videos every week. I'll have summer college starting in a few days, but after that, hopefully towards the beginning of September, I'll have a better setup and better internet, so you can expect the content creation to be vamped up by then. For now though, I hope you all willing to stick with me in the goofy nonsense I make, and hopefully it won't be long until I can stream too. Stay casual, and I'll see you later. Thanks for watching.